This buyer was frustrating. I normally don't engage with people that have a lot of questions, like lots and lots of questions and lots of dialogue. That's a red flag ordinarily, but for whatever reason, I kept at this one, and it certainly didn't end the way I expected. I had a K2 snowboard that I was selling, and I listed it on Facebook Marketplace. My first inquiry, you take any trades? I have a larger snowboard and a bunch of other quality stuff. Ha, no trades. Got this as an extra. I don't snowboard. I have sports cards, fishing gear, audio, R8 pictures, sports jerseys, and other stuff I can add. Like he's trying to convince me, like I just said I don't do trades, but he's like, I don't know. So I just reply back with cash is king, because that's where it sits in my mind. But he persists. All I have is like 30 bucks. I'm like, I can take pity on a soul, but I can't swing that low. I don't normally talk like that, so I don't even know where that came from. I can't swing that low. I have no idea where that came from. I know, sorry man, that's all I got. Well, he doesn't have to apologize. I even give my other snowboard that I have that is also a K2, so still trying to do trades. It's just too big for me, he says. I'm thinking he's buying it for a kid. He sends me some pictures. I say, man, I wish I could. Well, I could, but I'm not going to because I already told you I don't do trades. But here he is persisting. And he goes back to the trade stuff. Also, I have Yu-Gi-Oh cards. How do you pronounce that? What's the lowest you can do cash-wise? All right. 80 bucks. I had it listed for 100, I think, at the time. He says, I got $40 cash. And again, I'm back to, can't swing that low. Sorry, man. I don't know why I'm talking that way, but why am I continuing to talk with this guy? Because this is annoying, right? Would you keep talking to this guy? But here I am. He says, can you do 50? What size boots did the bindings fit? I write back finally, can't do 50. I told him 80. I'll come up to 60. I don't know if these will fit my boots though. Do you know what size the bindings are? Medium? And I'm ignoring him because I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm not trading with you. Then he says, what do you say to 60? And I'm just like, I don't know if I wanted to see where this would go or what. I'm just like, no. And he says, let me know if you change your mind. And I thought that was the end of it. I thought it was all done. But the next day, the story continues. What size boots will the bindings fit? Do you know? And I'm ignoring him. A little while later, he asks, well, I can't find any other boards my size, so are you free to meet today? Let me know what time you can meet. So this is over the span of over a day here. And I'm just ignoring him, but he wants to meet. So I'm like, okay, it looks like he's still maybe buying. So I say, yeah, I can meet at any time. About 11 o'clock, 80 bucks cash. The main parking lot of Banner Forest, which is near my house, on Banner Road. Not sure on the size since I'm not conversant with snowboards, because I'm like, I don't see anything that indicates it. I did find an M on the binding. Not sure if that indicates medium or what that indicates, but here you go. Like, should be sizing, should be pretty easy, but I don't know if that's it or not. But he must have liked what he saw. But he comes back with, all I got is 70, but I can throw some stuff in that's worth 30. So he can get to that 100 apparently that I was at. And he sends me some pictures of some fishing gear. I'm just like, no, $80 cash, full stop. That's it. So I don't know why I'm messing with this guy. He says, if I do $80, can you meet at Bremerton today? And Bremerton is about, depending on where we go, a 35-minute drive from my house. And I'm like, no, I'm not going out of my way for this guy. No way. Banner Forest is not far from my house. He says, can I see the address? I'm available now. I got cash. I can pick it up today. And I'm like, okay, cool. Because he gave me the thumbs up to meeting at Banner Forest. But then he wants to meet it off of Tremont, which is halfway between Bremerton, but it's not Banner Forest. And I'm like, no. I gave him a little bit so we can meet at the park and ride at 16, which is 10 minutes away. And I say $80 cash so he doesn't try any more funny business. Says he'll be in a red Kia, and we meet at the parking lot. Now here's the funny thing. I have built up an image in my mind of what this guy looks like and what he's gonna do. I expect him to break out like with a whole bunch of stuff and try to wheel and deal and to try to cut it, get out of 80 bucks. But instead, he gets out of the car and he's a very unassuming individual. He's very average looking, and he's counting the $80 in his hands. He walks up to me, hands it to me. I give him the board and he goes, thank you very much. Just like that, turns around and walks off and gets in the car. That's the interaction. I was expecting super extrovert and like craziness, and it was just simply, here's the cash, give me the board. Most bizarre thing. I don't even know why I put up with all this, because ordinarily this kind of stuff is just bad news. He wouldn't have shown up at all. I would have been ghosted. It would have just been a total waste of my time. Or he would have showed up with $20 and tried to pull some sort of deal. So I don't even know why I went with it, but I did. It ended up being a sale. I really wanted 100, but I took 80. It's gone. It's my fourth snowboard I've sold, and I'm happy with it. Until next time, happy thrifting.